Let's open this book and we have to find what is the text that we have to read today. And because I don't know, I don't remember. Let's see. Direct method, maybe. Going, no. I think today tonight we have to read some text about the direct method. I'm trying to build on this channel a special playlist about English, okay, because I have to practice a special playlist, and I just want to improve my English, trying to read some text in English, and maybe trying to say or speaking something in English too, as I'm trying to do in this exactly moment. I think it's not easy because the English, it's not my normal language, it's not my native language. My native language is Portuguese from Brazil, and so I don't use English in my day. The only day that I always try to use English or try to say something in English is the day when I record this video. It's one day by week, okay? Once a week. And so, to practice in English, I had to find, let me see, sorry, let me see. I had to find some book or some special book to practice in, while I'm trying to learning something about the theory of teaching English. And so I found this special book here, Teaching by Principles, an interactive approach to language pedagogy. You can see it's an old book, but we have new editions. But this specific book here in my hand, it's a very old book, but we have editions much more recently. And so in this book, why I choose this? I never know how can I use this verb. Chose, and choice. Chose. Okay. I'm reading this book because in the year 2023, I had a subject or a discipline about the methodologies of teaching English. It was a special subject because I'm a student of linguistic here at Curitiba, and the university is POUCO, and so we had a lot of subjects about the linguistic, about linguistic, about phonology, about fonetic, for example. And so we had a special subject about methodology of teaching or teaching by principles in an interactive approach to language pedagogy. That was one of the books that the professor always used in class. And so it's the book. Let's see again, okay? This book the teacher always used. And so here we have a lot of chapters. And so I decided to start this playlist using this book in the chapter 4. And the chapter 4 says methodical history of language teaching. And so talking about approach, method, the technique, or what are the difference between these words or this theory topics. Okay, I recorded a lot of videos about this, and so I recorded a video about changing windows and shifting sense, the grammar translation method. It was the first video that I talking about, or we saw about about specific method, because here in this book we have a lot of methods to understand English or to understand our languages, or how can we teach by principles. It's the main idea here. And so the last video we saw about going and the series method, And today we're gonna start, because let me see how many paragraphs we have here. Okay, we can finish in this video. And so we're gonna read something about the direct method. Let's see what does it mean. The naturalistic simulating the natural way as which children learn first languages, approach of going in a field of his contemporaries did not take hold immediately. Let me say something about my reading here on this channel. The almost part of time I do not understand all the words, all the text, and so my goal here, or my objective here, is just to read. I don't want to bring some comments, because I think I can't do it, but maybe if I saw or if I feel that I can do it, I'm going to, or I will. A generation later, applied linguistics finally established the credibility of such approaches. Thus, it was that at the turn of the century, the direct method became quite widely known and practiced. The basic premise of the direct method, let's see the premise, was similar to that of Goen's serious method, namely that second language learning should be more like first language learning, lots of oral interaction, spontaneous use of the language, no translation between first and second languages, and little or no analysis of grammatical roles. Richard and Rogers summarize the principles of the direct method. Okay, I think it's very interesting. Let's see those kind of principles about direct method. I think it's very interesting. Let's see the number 1. Classroom instruction was conducted exclusively on the target language. It's the first one. The second one, only everyday vocabulary and sentences were taught. Number 3, oral communication skills were built up in a carefully treated progression organized around question and answer exchanges between teachers and students in small intensive classes. Number 4, grammar was taught inductively. Number 5, new teaching points were taught through modeling and practice. Number 6, concrete vocabulary was taught through demonstration objectives, and pictures. Abstract vocabulary was taught by association of ideas. Number 7, the last one. Oh no, it's not the last one. Both speech and listening comprehension were taught. And the last one, number 8, correct pronunciation and grammar were emphasized. Okay, it was good. Let's continue the 1, 2, 4, 3 paragraphs, the final 3 paragraphs. The direct method enjoyed considerable popularity through the end of the 19th century and well into this one. It was most widely accepted in private language schools where students were highly motivated and where native speaking teachers could be employed. One of the best known of its popularizers was Charles Berlitz, who never used the term direct method and chose instead to call his method the Berlitz method. To this day, Berlitz is a household word. Berlitz language schools are thriving in every country of the world. But almost any method can succeed when clients are willing to pay high prices for small classes, individual attention, and intensive study. The direct method did not take well in the public education, where the constraints of budget, classroom size, time, and a teacher background made such a method difficult to use. I think was normal in a public school, just in a private school. Moreover, The direct method was criticized for its weak theoretical foundations. Its success may have been more a factor of the skills and the personality of the teacher than of the methodology itself. Okay, let's read the last one paragraph for today, or for tonight. By the end of the first quarter of the century, the use of the direct method had declined both in Europe and in the United States. Most languages curriculum returned to the grammar translation method, see below, or to a reading approach that emphasized reading skills in the foreign languages. But interestingly enough, by the middle of the century, the direct method was revived and redirected into what was probably the most visible of all language teaching revolutions in the modern era. The audiolingual method, see also, so even the somewhat short-lived movement in language teaching would repair in the changing winds and shifting sands of history. Okay, I finished the reading for today in this video, and I would like to say to you, if you want to improve your English, I think it's a good idea to you, or it's a good idea you trying to read something too, or try to read something, or try to listen in something, or try to speak in something, or try to writing something. I think this kind of abilities, or these four skills of communication: reading, speaking, listening, reading, and writing. I think it's very, very interesting to improve English if you have patience, okay? And so, thank you for watching this video. And the next week, I'm going to talk about the next method, and the name of this method is the audiolingual method. If you want to see the last video, you can click by here, exactly here, and you can see about the going and the serious method. Thank you for watching this video again. Bye bye.